emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of another purge of the BS, sanctioned by the First Amendment. Frustration levels 0 to 100 have been authorized for use during this purge. All weapons are restricted. Government officials have not been granted immunity from the purge of the BS and shall undoubtedly receive the smoke. Commencing at the sound of the gong, any and all BS, especially unnecessary goofiness, will be purged without consequence. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be available, but they will be busy because they too will be watching the purge of the BS. Blessed be those who have already been victims of some BS. May God be with you all.
We can enter any home we want, and we will want. His wanting is our will on this fine night. Don't force us to hurt you. He's just like a purge. To the standard.
You better find someplace else to go.
I got a wicked sweet tooth tonight. And I want my candy back.
I believe are ready. All right, I think we might have finally got the feedback. I think we finally got the feed back. Let me tell you what, guys. Let me tell you what. That's my fault. Trying to be inclusive and bring Facebook into the situation and tore the whole building down. So no Facebook feed for this situation today. But we do have some BS to purge, so thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all very much for holding tight as we experience those wonderful technical difficulties that we just experienced. Special shouts to IMZ in the chat. Special shouts to Purple Groovy stopping through, Albon. I got some mods here. So we're already ready. Now, I'm not going to hesitate on moving into this purge of the beat. Because as usual, y'all know, I got shit to do. So I ain't going to stay here all day. But I wanted to bring y'all into the wonderful world of what I call the Flood Watch. Okay? Flood Watch is where we are right now. Where we are right now is as simple as this. The world is going to crap, right? And if you are a person who is of biblical or religious faith, right, then you would understand that some of the stuff that we're seeing right now is the prelude to the reset. Some things are so wild at this point that I almost can't believe I'm in reality. Like, I sometimes have to pinch myself and say, is this even real? Yes, unfortunately, it is real, folks. So, I want to give y'all's applause for stopping in and being patient with the technical difficulties we had, but now we are ready to go. So this applause is for you. Take it. Make sure you hit the like button. so we can get this purge of the BS started. So the first clip that I'm bringing to you guys today is apparently because there was a lot of movement with ICE and immigration, they removed a lot of immigrants from positions in places like Home Depot. And Home Depot has been on a hiring frenzy lately. And apparently they're hiring pretty much anybody. So if you don't have a job, check out Home Depot right now. This is the type of folks that they have working in the establishment.
Oh.
He's like, nah.
Are these good?
Yo. You got boys?
Yeah, I
Got
do.
girls with makeup where they're like, and it splatters all over your counters? Yes.
So what do you recommend? Hey, what?
These things, you heard me.
Oh, no, no way.
Yo,
Hey.
I was like, yo, it ain't New York in this house.
No,
Even in
yeah.
Brooklyn, that joke would have flown. Like,
Hey.
these things will help you clean
If
up,
wait,
you know?
so
Yep.
if they're gonna
Yep.
clean up a dead
Mhm.
body,
Now you just gotta
hey,
scrub it.
hey,
Yeah, scrub it, put it
no,
in
no,
the trunk,
listen,
you gotta
listen.
scrub down.
Hold on. She used it'll clean up a dead body as a flex to get you to purchase something. Man, what type of person do you think I am stopping in here? I'm just in here to get some hinges and stuff. I'm not in here to clean up after a crime scene. What are you talking about? That joke would have flown in New York. It probably would have. But I don't know. They're a little too serious in some areas. You don't want to say that. They'll go report you to your manager.
So
Yep.
if they're gonna
Yep.
clean up a dead
Mhm.
body,
Now you just gotta scrub
hey,
it.
hey,
Yeah, scrub it, put it
no,
in
no,
the trunk,
listen,
you gotta
listen.
scrub down.
If they're, what about if I put bleach
Yeah.
and
yeah,
then
always.
scrub it, and
There
then
you go.
scrub it?
And make sure the plastic is laid down in the trunk first, and always make sure you
Wow.
put
She's
shovel
okay.
in there first. I mean, my recommend is dig the hole first.
Uh-huh.
But you know, yes,
Okay, but it's because look,
we're gonna
I
burn
found,
in hell.
I
That's
found.
gonna happen. Wait,
No, look, I found out my wife was cheating on me with my dad. With my dad,
Tripping.
she was cheating on me with my dad.
we even waste
But
our
I'm
time.
gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her,
Good.
and I'm
calm
gonna
down,
use
fucking
these.
heart.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
use these.
Good. Do it.
You know what? Give me $2 then.
Why would I
So
give you
I'm
$2?
inclined
No, I
to
said
believe
$2
that she
here.
doesn't work directly for the Home Depot.
But you don't ask her just for money. You know what?
Dude. Wait, where are they?
Look, if you can't find a job, let me tell you what, this lady, I only wonder what her interview process was like. When she came in for the interview, for whatever this is, I'm not sure if she works directly for the store or if she just works at a counter that does samples and talks to people. I've seen that before where you come into a place and got like a random person there giving samples, shots of stuff, and, you know, smoothie cups and stuff like that. Maybe she's doing that. But the fact that she seems to be so tuned into helping this guy dispose of a body says a lot about the type of people that are being hired for these. So what I'm trying to say is, if this lady can find a job, anybody can find a job. Because I wouldn't have hired her, but apparently she was hireable to somebody. So there is something out there for everybody, even crazy ladies like this one who will tell you how to hide your wife's body using Mr. Clean sponges. Weird, but doing. So nonetheless, I play this clip because there's been a talk about jobs, right? Job availability and that jobs aren't available. Now, I do believe that to a degree, but if you are looking for a gig, apparently they are out here hiring like crazy, at least at Home Depot. So go check out the Home Depot site if you want. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, my monitor was off because of the technical issue earlier. So it was looking. Albond, I hear you, bro. got a lot of energy, but I think that energy was synthetic, most likely pulled from the coca plant, processed, and then distributed amongst those of the street and ingested through the nostril and or veins. Okay? That's how you stay out of trouble with the algorithm. You say shit like that, the algorithm will, oh, what are you talking about? So, nonetheless, I just thought you guys should see that because a lot of people have been complaining about jobs. And I'm like, look, if this lady can get hired, I think a lot of people are just tripping. But they are hiring like crazy. At a lot of these places like Home Depot, where a lot of migrants were working, you check it out. If you're willing to do the cashier gig or whatever some of the lower end gigs are or they were doing, them jobs open. Now, if you're a skilled worker, nothing changed for you. But as far as the low end, unskilled worker, gig work, daily work type of person, oh yeah, you got some opportunities right now. So the second segment I gotta go in, and like I said, I apologize for the initial delay there because that really threw us off. But this clip right here came down the pipe to me late yesterday, and this is a change from the hiring thing, but it's definitely purgeable BS, and that's all it has to be. Point of what we do here is we have that purgeable BS. So let's see here. Apparently, some girl called the police on a dude and ended up getting herself locked up. That's the
okay, you know what? You only got
short story. We will jump through it here. I think this Police Cam Central came. So hot girl calls the police and gets herself arrested. Interesting. This one's a bit in the. So, all right, check it out. All right, so hot girl calls the police, arrested. I guess the idea is
thousands of dollars. Let's be for real. Okay, listen. He's been having me out here paying fucking everything you've been broke. And what you're not about to do, I don't care. What you're not about to do is this with me. Because me, out of all people in this world, I've been here for your broke ass. You haven't had shit.
I'm telling you stop. I'm telling you stop. What? I'm telling you stop. Hey, y'all want to know what she's finna go do?
I will never do.
Y'all want to know what she's finna go do? Y'all want to know what she's finna go do right now?
On July 21st,
okay, hold on a second. So let's get into it. So, police calls the police for something. No, the police got called. Let's start there. So maybe the caption isn't 100%. Or maybe she called the police after the fact. I don't know.
Take my phone.
It's cameras outside. It doesn't matter. You got my ID. She still has my ID.
If you just wait over there, thank you.
Okay, guys. Okay, listen. The only reason why I took this is because I was trying to get my phone back from him, and my phone.
Hey, just wait.
He can pull the
Just wait
camera.
over there.
She do a drag on my face and punch me in the back of the head.
Can you just wait over there? Thank you.
I took his ID because he had my phone and was refusing to give me my phone.
Okay.
Don't take my phone from me. Like, this.
Okay, hold
Refusing to
on.
give me my phone, had me out
Did
here
she just
chasing
admit
him.
to assault that early? Did she just admit to an assault that early in the damn video? I think that. Why I did that is because. Oh, not saying she didn't hit him. Trying to explain why.
Thank you.
I took his ID
his
because
ID.
he had my phone and was refusing to give me my phone.
Oh, okay.
Don't take my phone from me. Like, refusing to give my phone, had me out here chasing him in the parking lot for my phone. I took his wallet because you had my phone.
Don't talk to him. Just talk to
After
him.
you threw a drink in my face and punched me in the back of the head.
If you just wait
It's
over
on the
there.
camera.
Just.
I hate when females lie to the police.
All right, he needs to calm down. I'll start with that. I mean, I guess from the caption, he doesn't get arrested, or they could both get arrested, but he got to calm down. He's got to calm down before he gets himself in trouble, because that's how it starts. You yelling from the other side, The officer will say, oh, he's yelling at me, so I need to detain him because I'm worried that he's going to become a physical threat. Got to calm it down, bro. But let's see what happens.
If you guys want, you can go look.
Yeah.
Pull the cameras. Simple as that. You're wasting your time talking to her about that.
If you could just let me talk to her.
Do you understand though, as a man was a female lies for you?
Why are you being...
If I could just talk to her and then I'll come talk to you. Just hang tight. Alright, so what happened after that?
Well, I got my phone back and I the only reason why I took his stuff was because he had my stuff. That's the only reason why I don't need his stuff.
Right.
Then after that, I came in here, went to the bathroom, and he was...
You told the police I went in the bathroom. Did I go in the bathroom?
No, I didn't. I said he was
Okay.
there by the door.
Okay.
You were listening to my conversation.
Correct.
By
But
the
I want to see
women's
what you were
bathroom.
lying about.
And then
I don't need to lie about anything.
hang on, don't
Look
talk
at
to
the
me, talk to me.
cameras.
Did you punch me in my head?
Don't talk to me, talk to me.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Hey,
right
I'm
there.
gonna press charges.
Did you hear it? He said, did you punch me in my head? She said, yeah, I did. So she did admit to a physical assault. All right, let's see what happens.
Hang tight.
Is that simple? From now,
Just relax. So you said he took your bags?
Those are my bags.
I took it from out of the room that my name is on. I brought it down here right
Hey,
now.
I'm talking to her right now.
Next, you can play this game all you want to.
I don't care anymore. I got my phone back.
I'm telling you, I go all the way in right now.
Go ahead and go all the way
Be
in.
careful.
You're mad because we're
Be
here?
careful. Be careful.
Don't talk to me.
Okay.
Alright. So you went to the bathroom. You took the bags out of the room. Do you guys have the room for tonight, or did you guys were staying here last night?
We have the room for tonight.
The first day?
We just came from another hotel, and the police just had to come yesterday to de-escalate a situation. And
Oh,
Keep talking to me.
wait a second. She said that they just came from another hotel because the police had to come de-escalate the situation there. So apparently they're just in a toxic act. Out here just toxifying. So far, that's what I'm seeing. Not saying that the girl's right or wrong. I'm just saying it seems like they got problems. They got problems, okay? It is what it is. They need to see somebody else other than the police.
I do not. It's in the car. I can give you my license.
Uh-huh.
I live in New York.
New York?
NYC in the building?
This is in New York, Eddie?
Yeah.
So this started in the car, in the parking lot?
You know what's interesting? She looks like she's in bed clothes. Like she just got up, but they just got out the car. So what do we have really going on? You're hopping from hotel to hotel. You got this pretty little lady in a robe walking around. Are we selling cooch? I'm just asking. It just seems like there's some volatility here that needs to be explained as to why everybody's so angry. It looks like they're in a nice hotel. They're obviously out of town. Seems like they should be having a good time, right? But they're just arguing about money, it looks like. It seems like it's a money thing. And normally when there's a monetary argument like this that continues from hotel to hotel, there's some, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say the word because I'm not trying to get canceled early in the morning, or at least get suppressed early in the morning. They won't cancel you for suppress it. Speaking of suppression, make sure y'all hit the like button. Let the algorithm know we're here.
Did I hit you? Did I hit you?
Hey,
You know why she called me? Because she thought that I was calling y'all, that I was on the phone with y'all, because I was acting like I was on the phone with the police for her to stop fucking hitting me.
Oh, yeah?
just hang tight.
Really?
Just, hey, don't talk to me, talk to me.
I acted like I was on the phone with the
Can
police,
you
and she
know
called the
what I
police.
do? I can send you to jail right now.
No, you just admitted that you punched me.
Just
And it's
sit
on my
down.
phone.
Why
Just
would
sit
You
down.
just admitted that you punched me back on my head.
Hey, just sit down.
What are you talking
You
about?
don't even pay for this. Like, why are
Okay,
you...
I want to press charges, sir. You heard her just admit that she punched me back of my head. I want to press charges.
We're gonna talk to both of you. And we're gonna talk to both of you and determine what happened.
I'm done with this game.
Okay. You want to talk to this officer over here? What do you mean, no?
Said nope.
Nobody.
Okay.
I just want to
Press charges.
So when we go to court, we can pull the cameras and y'all can see the truth. See, that's always gonna do. It's given. It always happens. It does every time, but it ain't
So
never
stay right here. So started in the car. What was the main issue?
Well, right now, I came back. He came back to me. I came out here. He lost his apartment. His lease was up. So now we've been...
All right, so he lost his apartment because the lease was up. And now they've been hopping from hotel to hotel. So the situation is lining up as she probably got tired of him being broke. That's how it feels. And she probably had some dudes in the phone helping her out, you know, sending her a couple dollars, a little Cash App or a Zelle here and there. making sure she was straight. She seems like she might have a small roster going. Definitely no ring on her finger. They're not a married couple or anything like that. And based on how they're talking to each other, they generally don't like each other. I can tell that. Like maybe they're together because one person has clout, or maybe he had money and that's how it started. And now he doesn't have money, so she's treating him like trash. But nonetheless, I'll let it finish or let it continue. Living in hotels.
I had lost like the top to my outfit that I was gonna wear, so I was kind of irritated.
Don't look at him. Look at him.
And so I had made a slip comment.
Yeah, let's go over. Go ahead.
He got mad because I said, maybe if we weren't homeless doing all this bullshit, like I'd be able to find myself. And he was like, here you are, always being disrespectful. I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'm just being truthful. Like, this is shit that we're dealing with right now because of who? And he was like, you know what, you could just drop me off right now. Go back to the hotel. So I went back, I took him to the door, and refused to get out. And then, I don't know if he was thinking I thought I was doing my phone. He snatched my phone. Like, I just picked it up, and then next thing you know, my phone's out of my hand.
Got two phones.
That kind of just triggered me a little.
One for the bros and one for the hoes. She got two phones.
And then we were running around there. I seen the people, and I was like, can I use your phone to call the police? And I think they were gonna like let me use their phone, but then he started coming in here, and people got scared. So, but I ended up snatching my phone back from him. Like, we fought a little bit in front of the door.
We fought a little bit in front of the door. So there's fight part number 2. You know, a lot of times what you got to do when the police show up, I hate to say it, but you can't say much. You got to spit some quick facts. Nobody seems to have any bruises on him, or at least that I can see. The dude's face is blurred out, and it's probably because he didn't receive any charges. Or maybe he just doesn't want to be known as, being homeless. But I will say this, I guarantee there's a bunch of fellas that would make sure this young lady's not homeless, though.
I got my phone back from him.
Just saying. That's probably why she was in that phone. She was tired of that shit.
My card.
Yeah. How did you take his stuff?
Because I was reaching in his pocket.
Trying to take it from him?
Yeah. This is even my card. Like, he has my card too.
Yeah.
I wasn't intentionally, I was just trying to get my phone, honestly. I don't know.
All right, so you're trying to get your phone.
Because I didn't even reach in the back seat.
Listen, he's asking. I said that you hit me.
Why did I do that?
Just wait. He's asking me. Confirm me. Did she hit you? And I just said it was an accident. You went in the back to grab your bag, and when your hand came up, you accidentally hit me in my head.
Okay.
All right?
Well, you want your cards back? Here. You can have your cards.
So what's...
All right, well, hold on a second now. So he gave her an alibi, so he don't want her to go to jail. That's what it is. He talked a lot of shit to him. I want to press charges. But at the end of the day, he doesn't want to send this young lady to jail. He knows if she go to jail tonight, that relationship's over. Whatever good it had with it is gone. They homeless and she ends up in jail? Nah, bro. She's not going to come back happy. I'll tell you that much. So he did give her like an alibi. She could have said, yeah, it was an accident. I was reaching in the back, whatever. And that probably could have got her off of whatever charges they end up bringing on. I'm just saying. You gotta catch the cues. Like when somebody's throwing you the alley-oop, you gotta catch the alley-oop. She didn't catch the alley-oop.
What's the solution for
right now, you need to go get your stuff out of the car. Right now.
Relax.
You okay?
Yeah, something else.
Upset? Yeah.
Listen, ain't nothing else gonna happen. Ain't gonna be no more argument.
That's what I'm concerned about.
All right, ain't gonna be no more argument.
So you want to go your separate ways from him?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Can
Please.
Can you send me my money?
Can you send me money?
Send me my money.
Well, I'm gonna get that car because I just made a payment for that car. Simple as that.
Hang on.
You know what? Can you send me money?
Send me my money.
Well,
My money?
can you send me money?
Send me my money.
Well, I'm gonna get that car because I just made a payment.
I'm trying to hear what she's
Simple as
saying.
that.
Send me money?
You know what's
Tell
great
me
about
my
that?
name. Hold on.
Please.
Can you send me my money?
Can you send me money?
Send my money.
Please.
Can you send me my money?
Can you send me money?
Send me my money.
Well, I'm gonna get that car because I just made a payment for that car. Simple as that.
Hang on.
You know what's great about that? You know what's great about that?
We're not.
Proof. You don't understand that. That's why I was up in the court of law.
Okay, you know what? You
Can I
owe me
have a card
thousands of
back,
dollars.
please?
Let's be for real.
Hey, you can send me my money or I can make this a very big issue out of this. I'm
Is your
telling
car
you.
open?
Huh?
Is your car open for me to grab the stuff?
You can send me my money so I can go get a room and I can go get a ride because I no longer have no money because I paid for your car today.
No, you have money. Okay, listen. He's been having me out here paying for fucking everything you've been broke. And what you're not about to do, I don't care. What you're not about to do is this with me. Because me, out of all people in this world, I've been here for your broke ass. You haven't had shit.
I'm telling you stop. I'm telling you stop. What? I'm telling you stop. Hey, y'all want to know what she's finna go do? Y'all want to know what she's finna go do? Y'all want to know what she's finna go do right now? Y'all want to know what she's finna go do right now?
Well, what she finna
and I got
do?
video.
Dealing with your broke
And I got
ass. And
video.
you want to talk
I got
about you
video.
didn't learn them?
I got
You
video.
didn't pay shit.
I'm finna go get my stuff.
Yeah, let's do that separately.
You still owe 1,000.
I'm finna go get my stuff.
Be for real.
Hey, she's pussy, bro. She's pussy. She's about to go pussy right now. She's about to go pussy right now, y'all. Just so y'all know. You want to pull this shit? I got video of this shit on you on the corner the other night.
I will grab your stuff.
Oh, I told you. I knew there was some cat being sold in this situation. And that's what he's upset about. It's one of those situations where apparently they became homeless, and then I guess she decided she had to do something to help out. And what she decided to do was sell cooch. And I would say this, there's some guys that'll pay for it. You know, she's not an ugly woman, so she probably made a couple dollars off of it. Now she's talking about he owe her thousands of dollars. It's a really bad and toxic relationship. And he's mad, like, you can't preliminary, you know, you can't, the police don't know what she's about to do. So you saying what she's about to do is not going to get them necessarily to arrest her at this point. But she somehow gets arrested. So, got here.
I'm finna go get my stuff.
Be for real.
Hey, she's pussy, bro. She's pussy. She's about to go pussy right now. She's about to go pussy right now, y'all. Just so y'all know. You want to pull this shit? I got video of this shit on you on the corner the other night.
I will grab your stuff. I will grab your stuff.
No, I won't get my own shit. Send me my fucking bitch.
You're not getting nothing on my car.
Hey, is this what you want to fight about?
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
she's
trying
trying to send me my money. Just send me my money. Just send me my money. Just send me my fucking money.
And now you're trying to talk
Send me
about
my
it.
motherfucking bitch. Send me my motherfucking money, bitch.
Can we get his stuff out of the car so he can go on his way?
Okay, so no, and now I want you guys to go run the cameras because he put his hands on me and you're gonna get
Yeah,
arrested.
you know what I did? I pushed your ass for grabbing all that shit.
I don't
Go
care.
run the camera.
Sit down.
All right, I want to press charges for punching me in my head. I want to press charges for punching me in my head.
Escalating this.
Sir, I want to press charges. I want to press charges. Okay. We pressing charges. Thank you.
So you'd like to admit your
I want to move forward with pressing charges.
No.
And I got video of you on the corner the other day. Because I know you, bitch. You try to do dumb shit like this, asshole. You can't trick me, bitch. Now. And you finna go to jail. I'm pressing fucking charges, bitch. You just tried me, bro.
Like an adult, dude. Go inside.
Nah, fuck that. I ain't going inside.
Go inside.
No.
There's no reason to make this.
He needs to calm it down, though. But the problem, I see what he's saying. He doesn't want to go inside, and then she says something untrue, and then they come in there with the handcuffs. I understand his concern here, but he is right on that line of failure to comply. So you gotta be careful, gentlemen, when you're in this situation, because at the end of the day, this woman doesn't look like she's physically going to overpower anything. She does give off, you know, like she's a petite woman. So the guy yelling and all, it's not helping. But if you're with a lady that's selling cat in the street and you know about it, you taking video and all that, but you still staying in the hotel with her and all that, you are complicit in the problem. So the argument that they're having is because of that, because he's broke. She don't want to be broke, so she's only got so many skills available, apparently, and she chose that one. And now, probably feeling internally like trash because that's what she was doing, and now he's basically calling her all types of B's and trash. But what's up, Highway 20? Skinny in the building. I see you over there, and you're right. Never crash out over a woman. Never crash out over a woman. If you're going to crash out, you crash out over your kids. That's how it works. That's the only acceptable crash out if something happens to your kids, and that's what you can go on. But just because, I mean, at this point, this relationship is over. They should have both walked away by now. They've been homeless for 3 months. She's selling cooch. Obviously, he can't pick up another gig so she can stop cooch sales. So, you know what? Relationship is over. And once she gets arrested, this relationship is definitely over. But he's such a simp. He's probably going to go down and bail her out anyway with the money that he don't have. But I'll let this finish up. We got 2 minutes left.
Nah, bitch just tried me, bro.
Just fucking sit here and try me and just try to lie on me. I ain't never put my fucking hands on you. I put my hands on you when you just ran right there on the camera and took my fucking wallet out. And my purse went everywhere.
We do have to
It
arrest
was
you.
5 people out here.
We do have to arrest you for
It's the
domestic.
truth.
He took my phone, sir.
Yeah, because that shit just
Doesn't
pissed me
lie
off.
to him.
Somebody sitting here lying to you about the police?
Okay.
I was just trying to. Okay, can you please go check the camera? Because I was just trying to chase him out here, grabbing my
Yeah,
phone.
after you punched me in the back of my fucking head, you admitted to it to him. You told him.
Because we were out here.
No,
Yeah, she did admit to the assault. Then she just said she chased him. Like, if you reverse the roles and this little pretty woman was some big burly man, this would have already been in cuffs. The second you said something about punching somebody in the back of the head, it would have been like, okay, we got to detain you right now. There's an active investigation. But for whatever reason, they allowed this young lady to continue speaking. And it's probably because she's got what I would call pretty privilege. She doesn't look harmful per se. Like, she doesn't look like a threat the same way a big burly man looks like a threat when he's just upset or says, yeah, I punched her in the back of the head. If a dude said that, he's going to jail immediately. There's not going to be no follow-up conversation or nothing. It's done, conversation over. Sir, you'll see the commissioner in the morning. Go get yourself some rest on that slab. So, anyway.
punch me in the car.
Sorry. Alright, Joe, hands
See? What that shit get you? When you try to take me to fucking jail? You bitch. Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
going to go run the cameras and see that he put his hands on me.
We'll attempt to get that. I don't know if it's accessible.
Go.
Right now, okay?
I need you to go inside.
Okay? We'll do our best to investigate, but based on what you told me and what he's told me, I have to arrest you. Two Paul one have to Freeman custody.
Well, they having a rough time. They
Do you
having
need to get
a
anything
rough
else
time.
ordered?
Some money for my car. Am I going to need
It's in
it?
your car?
I'm hot. I need to breathe right now.
You will have to go out of county, but you
So
should
you're
get...
really about to send me to jail?
Yeah.
Wasn't you
I
just
could have sent you to jail so many times. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Go inside.
Do we need to put those
Do you hear? She said, and I haven't sent you to jail so many times. It's crazy. You know what's crazy? Is that that's y'all's relationship. And you're still in it. And I'm sure the guy's in it probably because this woman is very attractive. And previous to this, they were living pretty well on whatever the guy was making. Now he's broke, and now he ain't shit, according to her. So, personally, I think they should have pulled the cameras first before they put anybody in handcuffs, because they both seem like they were a little emotional. And we don't know if he pushed her or whatever. And if that's the case, nobody's all bruised up. Maybe we can just call it mutual fighting. You know, I don't know. I just think maybe they could have done a little bit more before arresting the lady, but it's probably just because she seems like a nice lady. I'm just doesn't see. Oh, she called him a broke ass nigga and everything. Come on.
suitcase and stuff?
Yeah.
We'll put those in your car? In your car?
I don't want her to go to jail.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
I don't want her to go to jail. I don't want
Do
her
we
to
need to put
go
that in the car? Okay, you got the key with
I
you?
didn't call that. She called it. She's trying to run. Sir, listen. I don't want her to go to jail.
But
Oh,
you already changed your
still-
mind. So we got to do this now.
See, that was the other problem. He kept going back and forth. I want to press charges. I don't want to press charges. I want to press charges. I don't want to press charges. And whenever the cops felt like, all right, we've had enough of this because we're getting off a shift in an hour or two, so we need to get this paperwork started, somebody got to go to jail because they're fighting right now. And the problem is they can't leave the two of them there together. Somebody got to go. So either somebody's got to pull off in the car or walk off with their stuff or something. But they can't leave the two people in the midst of conflict at that location, not at a public location. Maybe if they were at home and they lived in the house or something, police could be like, everything okay? And everybody's like, yeah, everything's fine. They might leave it alone. But if you're in a public place like that, somebody got to go. So he's soft for going back and forth. Either you wanted the girl to get locked up or you didn't. Don't keep going back and forth. You want her to go to jail, she go into jail. If you don't want her to go to jail, you could have stuck with the original alibi, and maybe y'all could have had some makeup sex later. I don't know. All I'm saying is he's a fool for that. So whatever this relationship was, I hope they don't ever get back together. This is a toxic group that really, honestly, this jailing of one person was probably the best thing that could have happened at night, because it would have been a different crime later. Somebody would have got hurt.
No, sorry. We'll grab your stuff. We'll swing back around and put it back in your
Sir.
What you supposed to do with that?
The only reason why I called you guys is because I was scared because he took my phone.
Right. But there were lots of people out here that you could have
I did.
asked
I
to come
tried
in.
to. I did try. I swear. I
And
did.
you could also come in here
I
and
did.
ask to use their phone.
I swear to God, I asked those family right here. There was a kind guy and woman right here.
Yeah.
And then he came in.
We're going to go up front to my car, okay?
Oh, Here come the tears. Don't worry, little lady. You'll be out by the morning. The worst part about this is when they called the police. That's the part that's like, I don't want to call it diabolical, but that's the irony of it. Initially, she called the police, and she didn't have her phone. So that means that she went and like got someone else's phone or something happened. I'm trying to figure out how, well, if you didn't have your phone, how did you call the police? And what did you expect? She thought he was going to jail. That's what it was. She wanted to send the dude to jail. Then the officer showed up. She got the diarrhea of the mouth and started talking too much. Got herself locked. So, like I said, I'm sure she won't be there long. They didn't have her on a serious assault charge. They're going to have to check the cameras to see what really happened. But she was out by the next. But the bottom line is this. Don't call the police if you fighting someone else. Like preemptively, you're like, well, I'm going to call the cops before they call the cops. That it's never good because then you got to tell them a story that involves you fighting. And you think you're going to be protected because you're a pretty young lady, but these officers apparently were not having it. So this young lady went to jail. She damn sure dimed on the guy. I hope the two of them go their separate ways because it seems like a very toxic relationship that could later on get somebody hurt. So that's all I'm going to say about that shit. Now I got a quick clip just to soften the palate here because it's rough watching people go to jail because jail sucks. Like, it really does. And, you know, unless it's a serious crime, you know, one of the M's or assaulting a minor, things like that, you know, some of the stuff we could just deal with it in court. Pay your little restitution, do some community service, go to anger management, you know, whatever, those kind of little situations, those kind of things. I don't want people sitting in jail over. And you know, they removing the whole cashless bail system. So somebody got to pay up. And that couple was already going through whatever they were going through, being homeless for 3 months. Now, being homeless for 3 months, but you're staying in hotels, nice hotels. That looks like a pretty nice hotel. If you're staying in nice hotels, you're not really homeless. Like, you don't have a home, but you're not really. You know? If you can get up and there's a fitness center that you can use, you're not homeless, okay? If you can hop up to a continental breakfast, you're not homeless, okay? You're just between houses is how we're going to call that. They were between homes. So, yeah, Al, I feel you. He knows that's the moneymaker right there. I don't know what the cost is these days for Cooch, but I would assume that he can charge on the higher end, you know? And I'm sure he was getting tired of that because she was probably coming in flashing all this money. And basically the dudes that are buying the Cooch got more money than the guy. So he's definitely going to be feeling insecure about that. You can't afford to pay for this, but these guys could. So she could just go with those guys and not even be with you in the first place. Gotta mess with your head a little bit. So nonetheless, let me get to this next situation because since this lady's going to jail, I just had to show y'all a quick tidbit of ingenuity from the jailers. When I say jailers, I don't mean the COs. I mean the people that are in the jail, the inmates. Apparently, they cooking in there. Now, for those that don't know, people have been creating meals of culinary artistry in jails for decades. But this meal right here this looks like Thanksgiving. Let me show y'all what these guys have put together in the incarceration kitchen. If I can get the link to come. Where's my transition? It's supposed to transition. All right, it'll do it the next time. All right. So this is welcome to Incarceration Kitchen. I am your host, Papa Purge. We are going to get into our cuisine of the day. Our cuisine of the day is brought to you by whatever jail this is and whatever inmate number this guy has. He has prepared a meal fit for a king. What it is.
You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, I got my personal chef in this motherfucker, man. Cooking this shit up, man. Yeah. I got my personal chef. Yeah, tell them what's going on.
Rice right here.
Yeah.
Right here we got chicken.
Tell them what's going on, man.
We got chicken.
Yeah.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Refried rice.
Yeah.
Chicken mayo for the grease.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We do it real big, man. We
Yeah. Then I got my Mexican homie right here. My Mexican homie. What you bang, homie? What you said?
Cooking in the bathroom.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Pop your shit.
First of all, I ain't seen a jail cell like this one. They got the dub sink. They got the double sink going on. And they seem to have things on fire under the pan that they're cooking on. So you mean to tell me that nobody in the jail can smell this guy having a cookout in the damn bathroom? And they got cell phones. Now, granted, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to tell y'all what, it's probably really good compared to whatever jail food they have. But the incarceration kitchen, I have seen people cook things in jail cells that you can't even make on the outside of a jail. So this guy looks like he's doing hibachi or something. But how can you set a fire in a jail, like a serious fire, like a grill, and nobody says anything about it? I don't know what jail this is. That's
what I'm saying. Pop your shit right quick.
Chef OG, man.
Yeah.
Chef OG, man. They're the best thing smoking. You think I'm lying, boy? Come and try it, boy.
You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, I got my personal chef in this motherfucker.
See, I want to highlight the ingenuity of this. Nobody's supposed to have a lighter in jail. They use electrical outlets, paper clips, toilet paper, and things like that to start a fire. You can boil water in that joint. They come up with some of the most innovative ideas. And if we could just somehow mold that group into regular civilian culture with all of these ideas, I think it would be good for everybody. I think it would be good for everybody. I think they should have a restaurant. And if y'all start this, I want my money. But they should have a restaurant called like Inmates or something like that, right? And like the whole aesthetic is jail. People would eat there. The whole aesthetic is jail. We got bars on the walls, you know, cinder blocks everywhere. People that wrote their names on the wall with pencil and stuff like that. Like a whole jail thing. The bathroom is metal with the same suction that the jail toilet has. And they make all types of weird ass cuisine made from things that you could probably purchase in a jail. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but there's some people that get out of jail and long for the food that was in the jail. So they would probably want to be patrons of Inmates. So yeah, I'm telling you right now, if I get some money, it'll be a one location spot and I'll put it in the hood. Sorry. I know where the money's going to be for it. And I'll put it not too close to the hood because then it'll get crazy, but close enough that the hood can get to it, and the suburbanites who want to experience this environment, they can come down there too. And they'll have some cooks in the back. They'll all have on inmate outfits, the orange jumpsuits with the Scully hat on, just like this guy. You know, there's probably gonna be one dude that's just in a wife beater. I mean, he's got pants on, obviously, but I'm just saying that's like his top is dirty, got grease all over it, and I believe that if we do this correctly, the food would be slamming. It would be stuff you wouldn't eat anywhere else. And it'll probably make you poop later. But food would be slamming. So, nonetheless, to all my folks in jail, keep cooking. All right? Keep on cooking. All right. Let's see here. All right, well, now we're going to get to this other thing. Oh, boy. What time is it? All right, I got 30 minutes left to get this done. Okay, so we're going to rush through this. I got to do, as you all should. Nobody shouldn't have anything productive to do today. You're one of those people, and that's, you know, you're part of the problem. You don't have productive things today. Part of the problem. So let me get you to this next story here. Because like I said, we're on a flood watch. With all the craziness I've seen, I feel like there's about to be another reset of society. Something crazy that resets society. Not necessarily a wealth redistribution, but maybe a consciousness redistribution, a morality redistribution. Like I said last week, for those of y'all that have still been talking about this Charlie Kirk situation, I said on my podcast the day after that happened, I said, if that situation sparks a broader conversation that brings us to a common middle ground where we can move forward, then that death won't be in vain. Because things have gotten too violent, and on both sides, if that's what you want to hear. I don't care who's doing it. What I'm saying is things just got too violent. People then got too sensitive. And because of that, we're starting to clash. So in this next situation, one of the icons, I guess you can call him an icon, the icons of hip hop, Mr. Damon Dash. Dame Dash went on the Breakfast Club. And I'm going to say this. The Breakfast Club has been getting on my nerves lately because I see them bring on guests, and it's like they treat different guests differently. If they don't really like a person, they kind of treat them like trash. They kind of be a little disrespectful. But the good thing is the last few guests that I've seen them do that to have been able to clap back epically. And I believe that Dame Dash did similar in this situation. So we're going to play the clip from Dame Dash on the Breakfast Club. And then we are also going to get a quick snippet of some new music that Dame Dash has put out for our listening pleasure. So let's see what we got here. Breakfast. Which clip is this? The other one. I got to do the other one first. I'm going to do this. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to bring over the right clip. What are we looking at? Basically, Charlemagne thinks that Dame Dash is broke. Dame Dash believes that Charlemagne plays for the other team, and it sort of comes out in this. So, see what they're talking about. If I can get the transition to work, that'd be great. I hear it. Y'all hear it. Let's see if we can get it work this time. There it goes.
If you guys look at my Instagram, I've been editing for 6 months. Stupid.
I don't believe you.
Because you're dumb. How would you know you're in this dumbula?
I want to wear your suit in my coffin. I don't believe you.
Because you're dumb. How would you know you're in this coffin every day, Count Dumbula?
I want to wear your suit in my coffin.
What I'm talking to you about. Wait. How should I know? I never heard of these.
So when we ask the question,
I'm talking to him now. See what you're doing? Girls do that. Let me say this. You acting like a girl.
You move like an old auntie. You an old Harlem auntie.
I could punch you right in your face like a grown man. I won't. And you won't do shit.
See, Dame, this is what you try to patty. So just so you know, because I knew you was going to say
that. I've seen you run. I've seen you. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying no. Then your version of respectful is different than mine. We were on the street right now and you were talking like that. I would have fucked you up. But I'm not going to do that. Nah, I wouldn't have got beat up. But I wouldn't have got beat up. Let's end this. So let me say one more thing before I leave.
I had so many questions.
All right, hold on 1 second now. But I had to pause that for a moment. But let's get a temperature gauge here. Charlemagne versus Dame Dash in a fisticuffs, squared off fight in a boxing ring with gloves on. Who do you think wins? I would say Charlemagne might have youth on his side. He's a little younger than Dame Dash. I think Dame Dash has a little more anger internally. When that internal anger, he could probably lash that out a little bit. He'll get a couple of good punches in. I don't know. I'm not saying I want to see him fight, but I just think it's interesting that Dame is 50-something, ain't he? He's like 50-something. They still talk about punching people in the face on the street. Bro, that time is over with. Don't nobody want to see y'all old asses fighting about nothing. Just like the Tyson and Mayweather fight. Don't nobody want to see y'all old asses fighting. So you got to calm it down. But, got here.
Oh, you're right.
How you want to leave? You can't get in your emotions and want to leave, Dane.
No, what I'm saying is when you interrupt me and you say certain things, where I'm from, the masculine man will fuck you up.
Yeah,
but because let me finish. No, I didn't. I said
not gonna happen.
I didn't say I said I could, and you wouldn't do anything.
And we gonna fight.
I didn't see that on tape. You ran.
Yeah, because it was 4 guys, but that's cool.
Ask what happened when 30 guys jumped me.
Respect.
I got that ass whipping, but I fucked them niggas up.
I think it's been some head trauma ever since.
Yeah. Hey, yo, pause.
I'm gonna tell you what, I can't sit around and just let nobody be real disrespectful to me, like with the side shots. Charlemagne is coming with the side shots. At minimum, I'd have just swung the microphone in his direction. It would have been, the mic would have came, one of those, something, just to let him know. You're being disrespectful, Charlemagne.
Come on, man. Yo, Juggy.
Yeah.
But this is, remember I told you this is how I get triggered. Just let me teach. If you don't know, listen. Listen to the teacher. I'm teaching you right now because this is a business you don't know. You've been in this room for 30 years straight.
15.
So you're missing a lot of life.
Not really.
Well, then stop speaking.
You're just wrong.
You have a problem, but you're just wrong. On a respect level, you're wrong.
But go ahead. You're right. Teach.
He's right, though. He is wrong on the respect level because that's your guest. And it sounds like he's trying to clown him. And that's the part I don't like. Like, yeah, you can have your feelings about Dame Dash, but he's a guest on your show. He is known to the business to some degree. He's actually making some moves in the background, with Revolt and stuff like that maybe y'all should be talking about instead of having this conversation about the fact that you think that he's broke. Or you just want to call him an old auntie. You just calling them names. That's your guest, man. I don't know. Charlemagne done got a little too bold lately. Show some respect, man. I mean, Dame Dash is a little weird, but he's your guest. I think you should at least show him some general level of respect. The man's been in the game for like 40 years.
I don't think you really got a lesson. How did 50 Cent acquire ownership of Paid in Full?
Let me ask you a question. Let's put this in.
That's not how this works, Dane. No.
I'm sorry.
I asked the question.
You just cut me off. Right? Now, I want you to notice every time you do that.
Okay.
And they would say I'm bugging if I yelled, but please let me complete my sentence. And please don't tell me how we do things. That's going to be a trigger.
Man.
Can I finish? Please? Charlemagne?
Don't
you do the therapy thing?
Yeah, but
I want you to ask your therapist, do you interrupt people and how problematic that is at this age?
But you said you don't be around men.
Stop cutting them off.
See, there's the emotional intelligence. Now you're going to go in on my words. That's
on,
dumb. Come on, man. Let's move forward. Let's move with F1 speed. Don't pretend to be foolish. You know you're talking to a smart man.
I think you're lying. I think you're broke, and I think you're always trying to explain yourself.
Only girls worry about niggas' pockets anyway. You're a woman. Why do I care what you're a girl with a mustache. Get out of here. You're a boy-headed girl.
You care too much about what other people think.
I don't care.
There's nothing about you
Wait, let me ask you a question. Let's say this. This is logic.
About you that says
I just got to pause it one more time. I really don't like Charlemagne in this clip. I'm not a big Charlemagne fan, but I just feel like he's being disrespectful to his guest. And I don't think that Dame Dash said or did anything disrespectful to deserve that. I think you should have your interview, but you taking snipe shots at him because you don't like him, because you're a big fan of Jay-Z, and you think in order to get on Jay-Z's good side, you got to be disrespectful to Dame. I think that's a little disingenuous, and I don't like the fact that Charlemagne's doing it. I think that's just, it doesn't show proper discourse within the society. These are all people who have owned businesses or have a few dollars, been in the public eye for a little bit. These are grown black men. Their interaction with each other shouldn't be so snipey. It should be more, I want to know about your business plan and what projects do you have coming up, and it's nothing like that. And Dame Dash put on a damn suit to show up in your little radio show. So you might as well show some respect. He didn't come with the flower shirts and the shorts like he normally does, because he's been living in Florida, so his whole thing done changed. He'd be wearing them flower shirts with the bucket hats now. So he comes in there. He's not. I don't think he's smoking weed in the studio there because he does that on everybody else's stuff. So he's showing some respect by the way he's presenting himself to Charlemagne, and I don't think Charlemagne is giving that respect back. That's just my take on it so far.
Cared about what people think. You think I pulled my teeth out in front of everybody? The pictures y'all see with me, no teeth, I took those pictures. Right or wrong? That's not confidence to you? You're a girl.
I don't think you.
Now you silly, man. No, you're teaching the kids wrong, man.
With no teeth.
You think I would care? You think I would care what a girl like you thinks?
Yeah, because
you're a girl.
There's a curtain we can lift.
A curtain, y'all. Yeah, y'all in the behind the stage. A curtain, y'all in the coffin. I would never. This is uninspiring. It's just dirty and all that shit. You're a girl. You clean this shit up.
Look at your sneakers. Your sneakers are dirty.
Your sneakers are not.
Your sneakers filthy. That ain't like you, Dane.
I just see how you lying?
They whole existence.
Them sneakers was glowing, yo. I don't know what the hell Charlemagne was talking about. Them joints, I had to step back because them joints were shining so bright. So this is the thing. Like you're talking trash to them, but even your trash is inauthentic or unauthentic, right?
Your sneakers
filthy.
That
ain't like you, Dane.
I just see how you lying?
Your whole existence is money and material things. That's why now that you don't have it,
your whole existence is
trying
gay.
to prove to everybody that you do.
Your whole existence is gay.
Yours is
it sounds like you've been paid to do what you're doing. You should be objective on the radio.
You need to get paid to do something. Then you wouldn't be in debt.
Anyway.
Debt Dash. That's his new name.
Only guys. Look, nobody's laughing. Now you got the shit face. He's trying to make himself laugh. Look, now you look stupid. Look at him. You gonna cry. Look at him. I think he gonna cry. The fake laugh. Now you gonna stop. You gonna keep laughing at nothing. Yo, why you squinting? You look stupid. You squinting Tarantino right now.
Why would you say you're not the brightest?
But you just interrupted me.
Why do you do that to people?
Can you let him close his clothes now?
OG just told us we should need.
Yo, thank you, man. Look, I'm gonna show y'all this thing now. So this last thing I'm gonna say.
This guy.
If you want to see
what you preach,
if you want to see the trailer,
if you're gonna dress like a shady pastor and act like one.
Yo, Charlemagne needs to stop. Charlemagne needs to stop. I don't know if any of y'all are listening to this, but he's being mad disrespectful. He's being mad disrespectful. Like, we're all grown-ups here, and yeah, we can have some fun. We can roast each other a little bit. But he's just being disrespectful. And I see what Dame Dash is saying. He feels like somebody must have paid him to be acting like that. Because Dame Dash has been on the Breakfast Club a number of times. But I've never seen Charlemagne be just overtly and continuously disrespectful to them. Like, he just keeps coming. He won't stop talking. You know, I don't know, man. He is acting like a, you know the word.
Practice what you preach.
This is a bespoke suit that I made, DD.
I like it, Dave.
Okay.
Nice suit.
I made it. This is, I made it.
It looks like you made it.
I know.
See, Charlemagne, why you got to say that? It looks like you made it. First of all, I think that's a pretty nice damn suit. So why don't you help promote this brother's business, since you're saying he's broke and all of that? Why don't you help be a little bit more positive? You're being a dick nugget.
You look like you that your boyfriend. It looks like your boyfriend made that. Your boyfriend made that. That's what happened. Your crush made it. Like, I don't think you're a proper representation of the masculine black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys are.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Like, your OG is Wendy Williams.
Oh, shit.
My OG is sitting right here. You see him?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you why he's my OG. Because he killed anybody or any of those things. He just taught me how to be a better man.
Wendy not my OG.
Can you
That's
stop?
Funny, though.
Can you stop?
Wendy Williams is your OG.
Wasn't she your boss?
Yeah, at one point.
So she was your OG. She put you on, and you should give her grace. And like, I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran.
Yeah.
I'd rather get my ass whipped. And it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay. You just act a little gay.
You got a problem with gay people?
Not at all. I've got a problem with people that pretend they're not gay. So let me tell you why.
But what if
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
This is hilarious. I love
you're
what
gay.
he's doing. This is hilarious.
So do you think he's masculine? Would you want this man around you if 10 guys jumped you? He'd run, and you'd have to run with him.
Okay. So I see what Dame is saying here. I personally think Charlemagne was 100% out of line because that's your guest on your show. Show a little respect. But I was wondering, because, Dame hasn't really been in the headlines lately. So I was wondering, like, well, why is Dame Dash back on the Breakfast Club? What's coming up that would require him to make an appearance? Because that's what everybody's been doing lately. They'll do something to end up on the headlines, and then right behind it, they'll drop a project. That's what they do. Everybody's been doing it. Kendrick Lamar was doing it. Drake has done it. Everybody's doing it. Young Thug. What's the other guy? NBA YoungBoy. I'm trying to think of who else has recently done this. Cardi B is another one. We're going to get to her in the next segment. But this is like the blueprint, is to go on, get some viral content going so people are talking about you on the internet, and then you drop a project. So, of course, me being me, I decided to go look and say, well, what the hell project is Dame Dash working on? Because he's never been a rapper, at least not that I know of. If he's rapped on something, I don't remember it. So, I mean, I feel like he was on something years ago with like maybe Memphis Bleak or somebody. It was something that he did, but he ain't a rapper. He's not even a producer. Like, he's just a mouthpiece. So he has decided to drop a project, and I'm just going to give y'all a little taste of it. Just a taste, because I know how YouTube gets with these copyrights, but I'm reviewing it. It's fair use. So Dame Dash has come out with his new 50 Cent diss record with his new artist, Nicky Licky. Okay? And I'm just going to give y'all about 30 good seconds of this. I know I'm going to have to come back and cut it out. So if you're catching this on the live, congratulations. You actually, nobody's going to see this in the replay. So let's play it. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
Check, mate. Check.
All right, so this is Nicky Licky. This must have been what he was working on in silence, and should have been what he was promoting on the Breakfast Club. And just saying here, we got Nicky Licky. Of all artists, Dame Dash, you couldn't tap into something a little bit better. You know what? The people haven't heard it yet. I haven't let y'all hear it yet. I heard it. So I'm not going to tell you how I feel about it, but I think.
Checkmate. The new tech, how you lose sense on you like I'm Luke Sims. Seal it up in a secret weapon.
All right. I got to keep stopping it because I don't want the copyright hit to kill the stream right now because we're in the middle of this. But this is Nicky Licky, who's not wowing me with her lyricism. I just think if he was going to come out with something to like diss 50, you got to come with like a powerful artist. This lady's like petite and pretty, and who is she to diss 50? We don't even know who you are, ma'am. So you don't get to diss 50. You don't get to do that. As a matter of fact, if this is how you're going to introduce yourself into the realm of music, this is career suicide if you ask me. But whatever. They didn't ask me first. So this is what Nicky Licky decided to do here.
You can't move. I know shit about you. Fuck with the same women. Old face killer, breakfast like venom.
Yo, I'm sorry. Dame Dash should not. See the flower shirts? Did I tell you he always be wearing the flower shirts now? Because he lives in Florida somewhere. So, constantly thinking about golf and stuff. So, this is your new artist. Now, in this image, she doesn't look very young, but I know she's young, but she's not looking very young. She's not looking like the new hotness that he wants her to look like. And the first thing I'm hearing from her is a diss against 50 Cent. That is the dumbest thing you could do right now, Dame, but you have to do that. You got to go punch the biggest dude in the yard so you can get your attention. So I hope he's got your attention. Dame Dash got the old man legs now. You know, the old man legs. And he's in here. I guess, is he supposed to be gangster? Can't be gangster with the flower shirts on, though. Just being honest. Like, with the flower shirts on, you can't be gangster. It's just not possible. Okay? So you don't have to try. We're not buying it with the flower shirts.
Your new name, Fredo. Disrespecting the Lord. You ain't never been to war before. He's too delicate. Too delicate. Who's telling him?
Okay. So that was really what's going on with Dame right now. He's dropping a new artist named Nicky Licky, and he needed to be able to be relevant to the news cycle again. So he went on the Breakfast Club because that's always a good way to get Dame quotes, because that's where he ends up saying most of his stuff. So really, it was all about Nicky Licky. So I'm upset at Charlemagne right now because he was disrespectful to his guest. I'm upset at Dame Dash because really he could have done better. I know he's not as relevant in the music scene as he was, but I think if you're going to push a new artist and you trying to tell us that's the new hotness, and they got to compete with the Lottos and the I don't want to say Sexy Red, but you know the chicks out there, the Doja Cats and them ladies that's killing the game right now. I don't think Nicky Licky is going to do anything tricky. I think she's going to. This might be her only song. I don't know. I've never heard of her before. So for those who are just coming onto the platform here and watching this show, this is Dame Dash's newest artist, Nicky Licky, has now dropped a 50 Cent diss, and I said, it's career suicide. Don't be surprised if you never hear from her again. All right. Running out of time here, but I got to get through this. We might not make it to the last piece, but I got to get through these next two, which sucks because the last piece was actually where the thumbnail came from, but whatever. So nonetheless, let me jump into our next purge of Libius. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe. Thank you, IMZ, for the like and subscribe reminder for the folks in the chat and the folks just sitting in the rafters. I appreciate y'all for being here, because without you, the algorithm would know nothing of what we do here at Purge the BS. So this applause is for everybody watching. That's for y'all. You, okay? Right. So since we were talking about Harlem and Harlem folks and Dame Dash, another clip came, because that's how my search engine works. It connects things. So Dame Dash was a topic, and then apparently Cameron ended up with a boxer on his podcast and ended up kicking this guy off his podcast. So I was like, well, what did this... Now, you might know the boxer. His name is Adrien Broner. Okay? Apparently, Adrien Broner got a little too personal with one of the hosts of Cameron's podcast. Cameron kicked his ass off. Yes, y'all got to see this. Y'all got to see this. Because, Adrien Broner might not be the best boxer or still be the best boxer, but going to kick him off your podcast, you might want to make sure that you're valid in doing so. So I'm going to let y'all see the clip. Y'all can express in the chat, of course, and let me know how you feel about the clip. Special shouts to Darren H. for the new subscribe. I appreciate it. I got it. And bring it over. All right, so y'all can tell me how y'all feel as to whether or not Adrien Broner is being disrespectful and deserves to get kicked off of Cameron's podcast.
Good in person.
Thank you.
For
I
real.
appreciate that.
Hey, what you waste that? I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all.
So apparently he is totally taken aback by this lovely young lady here, and she is pretty. So, you can make references to her attractiveness, but it sounds like he's obsessed with her. Like he won't come off of it.
My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stack, could you stop
Yes.
Can you stop smiling?
Arabia is.
Nah, yo, bro, some G, yo, bro, some G shit. We gotta have boyfriend here, yo.
Right. Oh, shit.
I told you that.
My bad.
Nah, like it's all like. Okay, we can move on to football then.
Stat. Oh my God.
Yo, Stat, let's do the football. I guess that answered the question about Floyd. When I see you taking off some time,
I'm mesmerized by Stat. I did not know you looked that good in person. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, my nigga. I have to ask you to go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate
he pulled out.
you.
Did y'all see his big purse?
I love you, my nigga, for your time.
Y'all see the super clutch? pulls out here. Show it to you. There we go. You see the big purse? He said, I got to bring out the big purse on this one. I'm sorry. For me, I can't walk around with stuff like that. I know that they're telling me that this is the new masculinity. I'm not buying it for a second. And they probably charge it too damn much for the bag anyway.
For your time, for being here. I appreciate you. I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you. But I'm going to pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you niggas boyfriends in here. You know when my brother
Oh, shit, my bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
It's me.
Nah, well, if you want to wait for us outside, you could. But I'm not going to sit here and not value your time, neither.
Yo, did you see the look on Adrien Broner's face, though? Huh? Look at that. Huh? What do you mean I'm kicked out? We're talking trash to the lady? Huh? So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. If her boyfriend wasn't there, would this have been allowed? Because he makes mention about the boyfriend being there as if that's the most important part and not the fact that he's making the woman feel uncomfortable. He's mentioning the boyfriend as the problem. Like, you might have to fight this guy. Forget that you're making this woman uncomfortable, because that's the most important part of what the problem was. He never actually references that, which I did notice. But nonetheless, goes and hands him a couple of stacks of money.
You want to wait for me? You could, but I appreciate it, bro. You gotta step out. Thank you, man. Yeah, no problem.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what. So what do you guys think? You think that he deserved the kick out? Because I'll say this. I believe that he might have been saying too much, but I think they should have kept him on. That's just me personally. He didn't call her out of her name per se. He was being a bit creepy. So if nothing else, the guy was creepy. So he has earned, some purging here. But Cameron, look, I don't want no man to hand me nothing out of that little ass, that pink and blue purse. I would feel like he stole that from his auntie. Like, put your auntie purse back. Stop taking money out of it. That's what it looked like when he did it. So, but me personally, I don't think that he should have kicked him out. I think he should have tried to mitigate it better as a host, because that was your guest. And, until he, of course, says, something just ridiculously dumb. But Adrien Broner, you did get kicked off. So we're going to see how folks feel in my chat. Darren H came in and said, yeah, he's being all apologetic and stuff now. And that's what I'm saying. I think they could have mitigated it and moved on from it. But once Cameron made his choice, it was like it was over with. So once Cameron made his choice, Adrien Broner got the boot. So I think they could have handled it better, but I do understand that he has to protect his staff as well. Sorry, guys. He's got to protect the staff as well. So, of course, he had to say something, but I just think could have finished the interview. Like, they didn't even get to talk about what they were there to talk about. They were talking about football or something like that. They didn't even talk about football. So that was a waste of money out of your little purse there. Should have kept your money. All right, guys. I thought I was going to be able to get this done as quickly as possible, but I have to get to these last two segments. It's not right if I don't. Not right if I don't. Guys, I got to tell you, we are definitely on a flood watch. So we've got gentlemen that can't be appropriate, 2 young ladies, podcast hosts that don't know how to mitigate their guests, and in some ways are very disrespectful to their guests, like Charlemagne was. Charlemagne was very disrespectful to Dame Dash. I believe that, and I'm not a big Dame Dash fan or anything like that, but that interaction was mad disrespectful, and I think that Charlemagne should face some type of repercussions, like from the public. The public should have something to say. Don't be disrespectful, bro. But speaking of disrespect, y'all may have heard of this most recent situation with one Cardelius B. Her name is not Cardelius. It's Cardi B. Now, Cardi B was on the show, our show, as a topic about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks, because she was in court. And we had some fun, laughing times with her court case. I'm going to tell you right now, it was probably the funniest thing I've seen at least that week. And so now she's back in the headlines, but for a whole different reason. And I really want to have a quick discussion about this. So Cardi B is finally putting the rumors to rest about her pregnancy, because people were seeing her in the court case and they said, is Cardi B pregnant? And so the questions came up. People wanted to know. And not only did we find out that Cardi B is pregnant, we also found out who she's pregnant by. And the internet's response has been mixed. And I want to talk about that. So I'm going to give you a little piece of her interview with Gayle King that she did on CBS, because now she's popular again. And then we're going to have a quick discussion about this situation and what it means for the Flood Watch. I'm so mad that the Facebook thing. I'm going to try to go live on Facebook. Crashes everything. YouTube is where the money's at anyway. Why not? So anyway, here's Cardi B talking to Gayle.
Interview with rap superstar, that would be the one and only Cardi B. Back in 2019, she became the first solo female rapper to win a Grammy Award for Best Rap Album. Her much anticipated new album is called, and I love this title, Am I the Drama? Drops this Friday. Yes. Ahead of its release, we sat down with the 32-year-old superstar for a wide-ranging conversation. So we started with some very exciting personal news with her.
All right, we got that. Where's the personal
boyfriend, NFL star Stephon Diggs, that she's sharing first and only on CBS Mornings. I want to start right away with, because the rumors on the streets be talking. Mm-hmm.
Right there, Gayle, you just pissed me off. Gayle, you don't get to say the streets be talking. You don't even be on the streets. You ain't from the streets. Streets be talking. Let's sound like some professionals today. Can we, Gayle? Can we do a professional interview? And Gayle, I'm surprised you're doing interviews. I thought Gayle went off to be an astronaut. I thought she's an astronaut now. Apparently she's back on TV. Gayle, don't do that. Hate when people do. Hate when people do.
Right away with, because the rumors on the streets be talking. Mm-hmm. And so the latest rumor about you is that you are having a baby. Mm-hmm. And I want to know what, if anything, you want to share about that with the class.
Well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stephon Diggs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? And that this will be baby number 4 for you, Cardi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm actually I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby. Me and my man, we're very supportive of each other. We're like in the same space in our careers, but like in different,
By that, what do you mean by that same space? That you're both doing well? What do you mean?
You know what it is? That I feel like we're really great and one of the best at what we do. And me and him think the same way. Like, it's like, yeah, we're one of the greatest, but what's next? What are we doing again? We do it again. We have to do it again all the time. It's not like we're never like comfortable. We just want to keep doing it. And that's just how we both
keep doing it is how you got all them damn babies. So apparently Cardi B does like to keep. Definitely does.
You have a song on your new album. I can't wait for people to hear the new music, but there's a song called Safe.
Yeah.
Is he somebody that makes you feel safe?
Very safe. In both ways, physically. I mean, like, you see how big he is.
Yes, I did see, yes.
And he just makes me feel safe and very confident and very, like, strong. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, 2 weeks ago, I was literally having a panic attack. I was, like, crying and crying and crying just because I was just getting really nervous with, the whole album rollout. Mm-hmm. People were coming at me very hard. Sometimes people love you, people hate you. Mm-hmm. And people was just saying very mean things about me. And I'm like, see, this is why I don't put music out, because it's like, this is my art and this is something that I put a lot of love in.
I don't think the people were saying mean things because of the music. All right, I'm not gonna play this whole clip because I know CBS will hit me copyright on this. But the bottom line is the response that we're getting from the internet is not that. We're getting a mixed response. There are some people that, of course, hey, new life coming into the world, congratulations, right? But some people remember the fact that this woman is still married to somebody else. And wasn't she the one that was cheating on the dude while she was pregnant? Wasn't that dirty enough? So now we're going to come back. We're going to wish the best for her in basically what's the destruction of family. I don't think her and Stephon Diggs are going to get married. Like, he was trying to have fun on the boat with the white girls like a month ago. And she was mad about that. And they got to arguing. They're not going that far. Now she's got a baby on the way by this guy. And like, honestly, as a football player, you got to be more careful. You got to be more responsible. I get it. You put a baby in a rich woman, you might not have to pay as much in child support because she got some money, but you still have to deal with this person. And she's still married to someone else and has kids with the other person. Has anybody checked on Offset? Has anyone checked on this man who apparently was having issues seeing his kids? Meanwhile, she's out here getting pregnant by the next dude. Let me tell you what, in the world that I live in, a good lawyer and a smart father could get custody of their kids because of this type of decision making. They could go right into court and say, the decisions that my child's mother is making for the children are putting them in bad situations, i.e., she's out here on it, running around with this football player guy. Now she's pregnant. She's not even divorced. She's not the best example for the youngin. He could literally go into court and press that, and a good lawyer will win that case. I'm going to be honest with you. A good lawyer would Offset will end up with them kids if he wants to press it that way. But I don't know what kind of guy he is, so he may not want to do that. But I'll tell you what, there's plenty of fathers in the world that would jump at an opportunity like this to make their ex or their baby mama look like an irresponsible person. Because this is irresponsible. That's what it is. Congratulations on new life. I'm one of those people, I think children are wonderful. Brand new babies are wonderful. It's a blank canvas, and you can teach them anything. But if you're coming into this situation where your mom's having a kid out of wedlock, you're the out of wedlock kid, to a football guy who may or may not be around in a few years, so let's be honest about that. Then you got this other guy who's her ex-husband. So let's fast forward a few years so you guys get the understanding. Offset has a few kids with her. She's going to have this other kid, right? So let's say Offset has to pick up the kids or whatever. Is he going to not pick up this last kid? I would say he would not pick up this last kid. But then people are going to be mad. Why you ain't taking care of all the kids? First of all, if your wife has a child on you, I could see why you wouldn't want to take care of that child. Plus, the child's father is an NFL football player. So you don't need nothing from Offset when it comes to that last baby. But the dynamic of if Offset is doing certain things with or for his own children and then boxes out this other kid, then it's going to give that child like a weird insecurity kind of complex. So this is a bad situation to bring a child into. It is. You should have let your divorce finalize. You should have at least gone a little further with Stephon. Like, they haven't even been together that long. And I'm just saying, people are celebrating this. I can't celebrate that situation. I can celebrate life because that's good. Babies, life, good thing. But I don't think that bringing a kid into the situation is the best for the kid. And I told you, one of the biggest problems we have in America is a parenting problem. How and when people decide to parent and who they decide to co-parent with. These are the problems that create these out of line, crazy ass kids. And by the time they're 13 and 14, we're wondering who raised you. So this is a poor decision. And I don't think it's a flex. I know they're trying to make it a flex. Congratulations. Oh my God, Cardi B and Stephon gonna have a baby. Y'all are promoting debauchery, guys. Congrats on the baby though, Cardi. Congrats on the baby. But that situation is that's some ratchet shit. And you should be above that at 30-something years old. You're coming out of a marriage. Go ahead and come out of the marriage first. Why you got Stephon raw dogging you already? Like, I don't know. It just seems so irresponsible. And everybody is telling me, well, you're not doing, it's a double standard because if she was a guy and blah, blah, blah. If she was a guy and he was married and had a baby outside of the marriage, I would say that's irresponsible as well. It doesn't mean the child is the devil or anything, but it is an irresponsible decision. So if we could just be real about that and not act like it's a flex because Cardi B is basically being dirty, because that's dirty. You still got to go to divorce court. You're going to be pregnant or have a brand new baby with this football player dude, and now you got the rest of the world, or at least the public, congratulating you for what to me is an improper and stupid decision that really is going to have more negative implications for all of the children involved, and not so much for the grown-ups who just living their little lives with their money and they can do whatever they want. They're not thinking about that. So Cardi B, I'm sort of a fan of yours, but let's just be real. Maybe you should be out there telling young ladies not to do the shit you do. And I'd have a little bit more respect for that. The fact that they flexing it like this, women, don't do that. Don't be married to one person, having babies with other people. It's irresponsible thinking, and it is definitely some bullshit. So I'm through with Cardi. Bullshit. It is bullshit. So I'm going to take you to our last little segment because I do have to get out of here. For those people that have watched the show before, every once in a while, I'll go over a clip or something from another podcaster or creator, right? This particular clip is coming from one Joseph Rogan, okay? Joe Rogan did a podcast with Matt McConaughey, you know, all right. And Matthew McConaughey stopped by, and they had a nice little conversation. I haven't seen the whole thing because, you know, Rogan's podcasts are about 3 hours, which is a little more time than I have available to listen to anything at one point. But I definitely caught some interesting conversations between the two. And I just thought you guys would be able to kind of side with Matthew McConaughey on it, as he and Joe Rogan decided to discuss the problem with social media. We're going to talk about this one and get up out of here. Out. Darren H, thank you again for your comments in the chat there. Sometimes I don't come right to the chat because I have attention issues. So if I break in mid-sentence or mid-point and start to address a direct chat, sometimes I'll lose my train of thought. So I don't want you to take it as disrespect if I don't identify a specific chat immediately, okay? But I'm literally I will lose it, and I'll be talking about something totally different, and you'll be like, hold on, what about the topic he actually brought in? So I'm going to bring you Matt McConaughey, who managed to make our thumbnail today, because you guys all know the meme of Matt McConaughey smoking a cigarette, talking about flooded again. And for those that don't understand what that meme means, he's playing God, or at least the picture is supposed to be God. And God has gotten so stressed out with the world that he's smoking a cigarette and saying flooded again. Like there's no coming back from this. Get rid of it all and reset the whole thing. And I to a degree, I'm starting to feel like that. Like things are so far gone. It's like, how do you reset decades and decades, hundreds of years of just bullshit thinking and propaganda and weird ideas and eugenics and all this? How do you get that to not be a thing? And what Matt McConaughey and Joe Rogan started to talk about is that they felt like, and maybe a lot of us felt this way, that things were tapering off years ago, and then with the influx of social media, it sparked everything back up again because there was so much rage bait of it. I'm gonna let him say his little piece, and we're gonna do a quick follow-up on it, and then we're gonna get up out of here, okay?
Yeah, it's a real problem. It's a real problem. We're very fortunate that we didn't have to grow up with the kind of pressure that social media is putting on people, especially young girls. Like Jonathan Haidt wrote a book about social media's impact, the coddling of the American mind, and it shows very clearly the invention of social media and then self-harm, suicidal ideation, overdoses, drug addiction, like all of it, a lot of it women, a lot of it young girls. And it's because you're comparing to all these other girls. constantly.
Forced down. I hear
and then there's a whole culture in like showing all your stuff off. There's a whole culture of like, look at my bag.
Yeah.
Look, here's me with champagne.
Yeah.
I'm eating caviar.
Yeah.
I'm on a yacht.
Yeah.
I'm here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at my watch. Look at my rings.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, I don't have shit.
That's how life's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I'm just here in my room with my family, and I got a good meal downstairs in this house.
I'm not even on that yacht. This
I'm
is
not
bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't have that big ring.
You know,
I'm not at that party.
I've talked to youth about this, and the consensus I hear is, and I haven't found anyone that doesn't feel this way yet. It's like, look, if you could say, yes, social media, it exists, or it doesn't, oh, please, just no. I wish it didn't exist. But it does, and I have to be a part of it to feel, I don't know, the word's not relevant, to even feel a part of youthful society. But
you know, he makes an interesting point there, because now when people compare themselves to others, or they ask them something about like their reach, they'll be like, you only got 1,000 subscribers, or like subscribers or followers numbers mean something when it comes to like what level you at. So, man, I ain't listening to you. You only got 100 subscribers. So social media as itself has become a metric for success. How many people follow you on social media is a metric for success. I'll give you a perfect example. This channel, we struggle through the algorithm, but we're over 5,000 subs here, right? When we were under 1,000 subs, nobody took the channel seriously at all. Nobody was trying to be on it other than like old friends. And shouts to all my old friends who had stopped in early in the podcast. Like my man Dark Mark and Ashley Alexander. Thank y'all so much for stopping through. Out of New York. There was a few people there. My man Russ Shanks, another one. So a lot of people stopped through when the channel was just growing, but nobody wanted to pay any attention to it. So when I would try to reach out to guests to have them on the show, they wouldn't look at the content. They would just look at the number of subscribers on the channel and say yes or no based on it. So that whole social media presence, because they'll check you out. You ask somebody to be on your show, they'll check your YouTube channel, then they'll try to check your other socials. So on YouTube, we got 5,000 or so. On Facebook, I got like 8,000 over there. My TikTok until it got canceled, because we did get shut down on TikTok, but that one had about 4,000 people on there. So when they look at that, they take you serious. Forget the content that you're making, forget any of that. They see the reach that you make available to them. And all of a sudden, now, oh yeah, I'll be on your show. And they don't even want to charge you for it. They just want the reach that you offer. So reach is currency now. See what I'm saying? Followers are currency now. Because for the monetized platforms like YouTube, it turns into a paycheck after a while. So this new world, you have to be relevant socially. Like you go try to get a job. Don't they ask you for a LinkedIn URL? They start checking your LinkedIn. Everybody's connected to your social media. And they're looking at it. That's why people got fired for talking shit about Charlie Kirk. Because their jobs are watching their social media. Your digital presence is almost as important as your physical presence. The difference is your digital presence actually extends out much further than your physical presence. Physically, I can only touch and do the stuff that's in here in my studio right now, right? But digitally, I could be in Indonesia somewhere on a live. You see what I'm saying? So Matt McConaughey makes a really interesting point. He said if there was a choice back in the day of whether or not to have social media as it is, Facebook, Instagram, and that kind of stuff, we wouldn't have it. But since we do have it, you must be relevant to it, because if you're not relevant digitally, it seems like you're not relevant physically. Crazy.
Boy, if you gave me a choice, could we have it or not? Please take it away.
Yeah.
Wish it wasn't there. Wish it didn't exist is what I hear a lot of you say.
Yeah, I think it's done more harm than it's done good. It's done a lot of people good for business, right? A lot of people started businesses with social media, and a lot of people make a living now that would have had a regular job. There's goodness in that. But in terms of like society and our overall discourse, I think a lot of it's negative. But then again, there's a lot of positive out of it too, because information gets out that mainstream media doesn't report on, and you find out about real issues that really concern you. But then there's the problem of a giant percentage of it isn't actually human beings.
Bots.
A giant percentage of the arguing back and forth on the internet is bots.
Y'all didn't know that. They did a study on that. That roughly 70% of the rage traffic, that's people putting up racist comments, basically inciting other people to put up more racist comments, is bots. So they train the bots to put up certain comments. So even on, let's say, a music video, right? A song is new and the song is trash, absolute garbage, right? But you go to the comments, all you see is everybody saying, oh my God, this is fire, need this in my life, this is the hottest thing since sliced bread. But you're like, hold up, are y'all hearing the same song that I just listened to? The truth is, those aren't humans. Those are the bots designed to get the engagement up for that particular video, and the amount of plays and streams is how they win awards or get considered for certain things. So they use bots to say something is awesome that they know is not awesome. So you, as the fly-by consumer, will engage to say absolutely not. So the algorithm sees your engagement, and then that person, whoever's running that channel or whatever, they come back and they delete your negative comment. So the algorithm has the interaction, but visibly you don't see the negative comments. So you go to the page like myself and you see 1,000 people saying something's positive, you might be like, well, maybe I'm hearing it wrong. And you'll doubt your own ears, knowing that it's garbage. And these are bots influencing you to make to think that something's acceptable or something's popular that's not. Just like the trends. When they do the TikTok trends and all that, how do you think they push that out? I'm not looking for a trend, so why is it on my FYP? I've never done one of the trending dances, not one time in all my time of having a TikTok. So why do you always push them to me? Because the bots push them to me. The interaction pushes it to me. The algorithm pushes it to me. Speaking of the algorithm, make sure you hit that damn like button. So I'm going to give Rogan 1 more minute of audio, then we're going to close this thing out.
Yeah. Giant percent, man.
Yeah.
Some former FBI analyst said it was as many as 80% on Twitter.
80% bots on
Yeah,
X.
that's his estimate.
That's a
I mean, I don't know if
racist-ass
he's
bots.
right, but I'm like, what does that even mean?
What does that mean?
Like, so what's fueling all that? It's AI forcing us to argue. I mean, it's programmed right now by human beings probably, and some of it is actual real human beings that are like, you know, in some sort of a factory somewhere in Pakistan or whatever, and they're just fucking with Americans online for whatever reason. It's probably funded to like try to disrupt democracy, to make us lose faith in our system.
Do you think there's a China element to that?
100%. There's a Russian element to that, and there's an American element. We're doing it to them. 100%.
So that's part of the new world, but that's
yes,
yeah.
100%.
Well, I understand it with how it add up with TikTok.
Yeah.
Now, you think it's everywhere through all social media that it's infiltrated to get us into these understandings, perceptions?
Yes. Well, for sure, it is capable of doing that if you just follow your natural instincts, right? So the algorithm is set up to show you what you engage with the most.
Yeah.
And that just, whether or not it's the intended purpose, it leads us down the road of being full of anxiety, constantly filled with cortisol, stressed out, angry at climate change and fucking white supremacy and radical left, whatever it is. It's whether or not it's intentional, it doesn't really matter, because the desired effect, whether it's a desired effect, the effect of it all leads you into complete chaos. Right. So if they know that and they didn't course correct, the problem is once you have an algorithm, you're not going to get rid of the algorithm. You're not going to say, let's just have information just exist, uncategorized and not
like a documentary.
Yeah. Just leave it out there, and you go find what you want, Matthew. You go look around and you watch, football games and boxing matches, and you just go. You do you. You go look instead of it suggesting things to you. Once it's suggesting things to you, that's a whole different game.
Okay. Well, I would have to say that I agree with Mr. Joe Rogan here, and he has earned an applause for. Because I think we need to be honest, man. We need to be honest. Joe Rogan is on to something, but aren't we all aware what social media is doing? Aren't we all aware that it's rage baiting us, that it's like you have to say something even when you don't have to say nothing? And I mentioned the Charlie Kirk situation, right? A lot of people didn't even watch Charlie Kirk. They might have known who he was, but they weren't, if they didn't like him, they weren't really watching him anyway, right? So Why have all this to say about the person once they're gone and you wasn't saying nothing about them when they was alive? Just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see what was so hard about that. Then after the first person lost their job, everybody else should have been like, well, I ain't trying to lose my job over this. This is stupid. My speaking out on the Charlie Kirk situation is not going to change the fact that they're going to have this man's funeral in a football stadium. So you got to let them have it. But social media had folks thinking that everybody hated this man, and it emboldened some people to say some goofy shit on the internet and lose their jobs. When really, a lot of that stuff was bots. A lot of it was bots. I see we're losing our stream here. We're losing the stream here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you know what? I got hit. For those of you that are still on the stream, you are watching in real time what happens when the algorithm finds something they don't like. So we're getting interrupted right now. So it must have been either that Dame Dash clip or maybe it might have been CBS Gayle King. I did say something about it. So I don't know. I don't really care. This is where I'm at. And I will say this. I have been arguing with YouTube and their folks lately about the fact that they basically hit every video I put up. Live videos, shorts. They hit every single video. I have to appeal everything. All the time. Like, I don't have time for that shit. Some of the stuff, why don't you just let it through? After 2 years of putting out content, haven't you realized what kind of content I put out? I'm not out here trying to get people to blow up buildings or anything. I'm trying to have good conversation, build. But no, the algorithm doesn't necessarily like that. And so I get ad suitability and, stuff like that all the time. So I did reach out to them. And I'll say this, it's come down a little bit. In the last week since I reached out to them, they kind of chilled out a little bit. But here we are again today. So nonetheless, thank you for subscribing, SCCK 1988. Hopefully you're still on the thing. Let me make sure the feed is still up. All right, the feed is still up. So we're going to go with that. It's still up. Now, everybody who has not subscribed yet, who's sitting in here in the stands watching the game play, go ahead and subscribe and turn that bell black so you can make it back. Because if you don't put on the black notification bell, because of the issues that this channel has with suppression, you will most likely not get notified all the time. You might get one a week, okay? So I want people to come back. So make sure you turn the bell black so you can make it back. Let me get up out of here. Let me close it out with my little segment here. Close it out. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate everybody that came in, all my early folks, my mods. Thank y'all very much. But I want y'all to be on a flood watch because I believe that God is watching all of this, and there may be some movement in the near future that will blow your mind. I believe in an omnipotent God. I do. I believe that he will get fed up with this bullshit that's going on and something crazy will happen and maybe reset the whole thing. I'm not talking Ice Age. I'm not talking like that. I think it'll just be a series of unfortunate events that change the scope of where we're going, the direction of where we're going. Right now, everybody hates everybody. There's people online that are literally celebrating the death of somebody getting shot in the neck in front of his wife and kids. I couldn't believe you guys on that. I'm not a Charlie Kirk fan, but I could not believe that y'all accepted that, allowed that to happen and come out of your mouths and post on the internet. We know better than that. We know better than that. You don't need to do that. That wasn't going to help nothing. What it did was it made his voice more powerful, because what happened was some people didn't just take your negative comments at face value because they didn't follow Charlie Kirk. So what they did was they started looking into it, and then they started believing and understanding some of the stuff he said. So then they're like, well, I wasn't a supporter before, but I am now. So you lost some people because of that. Because some people are going to hear what he was saying and agree with it that weren't listening to him at all before. You brought him on the radar for people that weren't even paying attention to the sky. So now this huge outpouring that's happening, that's your fault. If you didn't want it to happen. I personally didn't care. If you love a person, if y'all supported him, whoever you were, hey, y'all can have that. When somebody that I care about or support heavily, if something happens to them, I want y'all to let me have it when that time comes, you know? Just let them have it. We don't have to be involved in everything just because social media says that we have to be involved in everything. Some shit you sit out and you wait until it's your turn to get on the court to play the game. But some stuff you stay in the damn bleachers and that's it. That was your place there. And you stepped out of that area because you wanted to make a point about somebody you weren't even paying attention to anyway. And lost your jobs and stuff. Like, that was so stupid. It was so stupid. And at the end of the day, we do have free speech. But free speech ain't free. You're free to say the shit, but you're not free from the consequences of what you say. Just like I could tell somebody, I'm going to unalive you. I can say that. I am free to say that. But the police are also free to lock me up for threatening a person. You see what I'm saying? So you're free to say what you say, but when you're going to say these things, accept your consequences and don't come the hell on here on the internet crying because you done lost your job over talking shit about some dead man. Don't do that. That was stupid. Somebody should have asked me first. I would have told you not to do that. However you feel. I'm not saying don't feel how you feel. What I'm saying is be more mindful. What do they say? Read the room. Read the damn room. Because now we're making it so that they're going to start putting all types of legislation in place about hate speech. But technically, we already had legislation about hate speech. If you talk shit about somebody and it's not true, guess what? We have tort laws for that. Called slander, called defamation. So we already have that. So why do we need to make any changes now? It's because people got too out of line and now they want y'all to shut up. It's almost like you're overdoing the free speech, so now they want to take it away. They want to take away free speech and give you guns at the same time. Seems like an interesting recipe for disaster. But we'll see what it turns out to be. All right? So I am getting out of here. I am Z. I appreciate the time call from you. Because I do have shit to do. Y'all know how it is. So if you are not if you have not already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out all of the shorts, all of the videos that'll be coming out today. We're probably going to get in some trouble because we got into some interesting topics on the shorts last week or so. As they come out today, make sure that you hit that like button, share them out, throw them on your Reddit feeds if you're in Reddit groups and stuff like that. We want to get the word out that we're over here purging the bullshit and not starting the. We're here to end it. It's time for us to step up and be better people as a society. The only way to do that is to purge bullshit. So if you are not purging the bullshit, you are part of the bullshit. And that, my friends, is the bullshit. And we out of here!